Hi, hey Russ here. Welcome back to my shop. Recently, I was kind of noticing these clamps that you get. I think Rockler sells them. They're called bandy clamps. They have the rubber band. They look suspiciously like a regular spring clamp. And they have a rubber band here so that when you put it on there, the rubber band will help hold a piece that if you want to put an edge on your plywood or something, put a solid piece of wood, and you don't want to put brad nails in to hold it, you use the clamp and glue and clamp it in. They also make a style that has two clamps this way, both up and down, and when you get those snug down, then it has a third one that pushes straight in to hold the piece up in there, and you tighten this one down. Well, that thing is around 40 bucks in today's market. So if one would do it, I guess that wouldn't be too bad, but really you need a lot of those. So let me show you a cheap, inexpensive way, and I made my own. So all I did, and I use my F clamp to do the whole thing. And this is it, my OTB face clamp. It's got a body with a dado here. That's the width. The width of that dado is the width of my Jurgensen clamps. It's about right at a 1/4 inch. And it's about 1 inch deep because this is about 7/8 of an inch wide. That way it will go all the way in. I drilled 2 holes in it, 3/16 holes, and I threaded it, the wood, with a 1/4 inch 20 tap. And then I run these bolts down in there, right on the wood threads, and it works fine on the wood threads. It's strong enough. You don't put a lot of pressure on. It doesn't take a lot of pressure. You don't want to put a lot of pressure on this. But you keep them just recessed and put the shoe on it, and this thing is ready to use. So to use it, let's say this piece of pine here, I was going to glue it to this edge of this board right here, and I don't want to use any brad nails or screws or anything. Well, if you take this and put this right on your F clamp and put it to the bottom of the clamp like so, then you take and put that in there and clamp it down on there and get it snug with your F clamp. Now you can take this piece, situate it where you want it, and spin these down, and you'll start seeing it separate between the shoe and the body. And so all you want to do is bring it out about 1/16 of an inch on each side. Try to keep it kind of even so that you get even pressure on your clamp. And after you get it down to a certain tightness, that will give you a lot of holding power. And that's all you need. Just leave it like that, and that gives you the amount of pressure you need to hold that down so you don't have to brad nail in or anything. When you're done, just screw your clamp back out and take it off. Screw your bolts back in all the way. Now you can take this and throw it in a drawer somewhere for the next time. So I think this is my final version. I've taken about 4 stabs at this thing, and actually I think I've got it down to where it works pretty well. I don't really like the store knobs. I'll probably go with more like a chisel handle type of style that you just grab with your hand and turn. As I said, you don't want to turn it real hard anyway. It doesn't take much, a torque, to tighten down on there and hold that. So you do want, but I think that'd be better. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of these now and try to start using them and see how they work. Once I've done that, and I've used them for a while, I'll come back and let you know how it works. If you want to try to use this, it's pretty simple to make. All it is 2 pieces of wood, and it's made from 1x material. This is 2 inches wide, and the length I got here is about 4 inches. This is a 1/4 inch dado here that's 1 inch deep for the bar of the clamp to sit into. And then I drilled 2 holes here, centered, and threaded them with my tap for 1/4 20. And then I just took 2 bolts, And these knobs are knobs that I bought, but I think I'm going to make a different type of handle on there. And then I just put those on there to actually get that. Put a dado in there, the exact size, so it fits on there nice and snug. Then when the bolt comes through and pushes against the shoe is what holds the pressure. And the knob is what gives this thing its pressure. Just make sure you come out on both of these so that your gap, as you grow a gap in there as you're pushing, you'll see a gap grow between the two. And just keep it to a 1/16 of an inch or less on both sides and keep it pretty even. And you'll be fine, because that way you get even pressure on both sides of the F-clamp. And this thing works really well. As long as you tighten your F-clamp down enough, this will give you more than enough pressure to hold that. So, OTB face clamps. Pretty easy to make out of common materials. And a heck of a lot cheaper than some of those store-bought ones that are out there. So, anyway, I hope you like this video. Hope you get something out of it. If you make some of these, please let me know. Send me pictures or put a video out there and let me know that you did a video about it. If you like this video, say so. Most importantly, though, please come back, because we're nowhere near done. Thanks, and we'll see you again very soon.